Hi everyone, my name is Tanishka Bhatia, and today I'm going to speak on the topic impact of industrialization and globalization on ethical and sustainable business practices. But first, let us understand what do you mean by industrialization and globalization?
Industrialization is a process of social and economic transformation. It is characterized by the development of new industries, automated production, and advances in technology. It causes civilization to move from agriculture to manufactured economies, which in turn promotes urbanization and has an influence on environment, the economy, and many phases of daily life. Globalization refers to the increasing use of technology, cross border trade, and communication to link economies, cultures, and communities. It encourages the interchange of products, services, concepts, and information across national borders.
The industrialization and subsequent globalization have fundamentally reshaped the global economic landscape. While they have propelled economic growth and innovation, the impact on ethical and sustainable business practices often showed a complex and contradictory picture. This vlog will dive into the multi-phase relationship, examining how these forces have both challenged and served the development of responsible business behavior. Understanding this dynamic is crucial for navigating a path towards a more sustainable future. Businesses are no longer solely accountable to shareholders, they operate within a global ecosystem. One of the most urgent issues caused by industrialization is its influence on global climate change. While industrialization has resulted in technical advancement and greater production, it has also contributed to environmental deterioration and an increase in emission of greenhouse gases. The burning of fossil fuel, a primary engine of industrialization, has considerably increased the amount of greenhouse gases in an environment. The effect of industrialization upon climate change may be seen in increasing worldwide temperatures, melting glaciers, and extreme weather occurrences. To reduce emissions and encourage environmental friendly behavior, government must work with businesses to implement tough environmental standards. The shift to a green economy necessitates a collaborative efforts, emphasizing the need of achieving a good balance between industries and environmental responsibility. To solve these difficulties, organizations must include ethical concerns into their basic strategy. This includes embracing sustainable practices, putting money into renewable resources, and following the circular economy concepts. To better understand how various countries manage their ethical and environmental consideration of industrialization and globalization, let's examine the procedures of two different countries, Sweden and China.
Sweden is known for its strong commitment to sustainability, and it has established regulations that prioritize environmental preservation and social responsibility. The government has made a major investment in renewable energy sources with wind and hydroelectric power, accounting to a large amount of its electricity. Sweden's business environment is distinguished by an emphasis on corporate social responsibility and ethical business practices. Companies are urged to have a transparent reporting procedures and follow ethical principles. In terms of industrialization, Sweden has managed to decouple economic growth from environmental impact to a combination of innovations and regulations. Strict environmental regulations ensure that industry adhere to high ethical and sustainable standards. As a rapidly industrializing nation, China faces the dual challenge of sustaining economic growth while mitigating environmental impact. The country has made a significant investments in renewable energy, becoming a global leader in solar panel production. However, the scale of industrialization and energy demands of its growing economy pose challenges in terms of population and resource depletion.
Comprehensive comparison illustrates how the contextual elements influence a nation's approach to sustainable and ethical business practices. Sweden's smaller size, moderate economy, and robust regulatory systems all help it to achieve the success in combining industrialization with sustainability. On the other hand, China, with sheer size, necessitates a thorough phase strategy to addressing the issues associated with rapid industrialization. Comprehensive comparison illustrates how the contextual elements influence a nation's approach.
The rise of industrialization and globalization presents a complex and multi-phase challenge for ethical and sustainable business practices. While these forces have fostered economic growth and innovation, They have also contributed significantly to environmental degradation and social inequalities. Shifting consumer preferences and growing environmental awareness are driving the demand of ethical and sustainable practices. Businesses that fail to adapt risk losing market share and facing increasing public scrutiny. Regulation and policy frameworks plays a critical role in setting the bars for responsible business conduct. Technological advancements offer opportunities for addressing environmental challenges and promoting sustainability. For businesses, integrate sustainability into the core business strategies, focusing not just on profit but also on environmental and social impact. Adopt transparent and ethical business practices throughout the supply chain. Invest in innovation and research and development to develop cleaner technologies and sustainable solutions. Engage with shareholders, including communities, employees, and consumers, to understand and address their concerns. Recommendation for policymakers: develop and enforce comprehensive environmental regulations that incentivize sustainable practices and discourage harmful activities. Promote international cooperation and collaboration on setting global standards for ethical and sustainable business conduct. Invest in research and development of clean technologies and support the transition to a green economy. Recommendation for consumers: educate themselves about environmental and social impact of their consumption choices. Support companies committed to ethical and sustainable practices. Advocate for stricter environmental regulations and hold businesses accountable for their actions. Conclusion: the pursuit of ethical and sustainable business practices necessitates a multi-pronged approach. It requires a collective efforts from businesses, policymakers, and consumers, driven by a shared responsibility for fostering a future that prioritizes environmental well-being, social justice, and responsible economic growth. Only through continuous collaboration, innovation, and adaptation can we navigate the complexities of interconnected world and build a more sustainable and ethical future for all. Thank you.